I am a horrible shepherd. I've got a flock of two, and I often lose my flock. I've lost them for like an hour at the beach before. Any place I could lose them, I lose them. I'm just not attentive. I'm not thinking like a shepherd. And so when I hear about Jesus being a good shepherd, I don't relate at all. I don't relate because of that. I don't relate because I don't know any shepherds at all. They're not in my life group. I don't work with one. I don't hang with one. I don't have one that goes to my kid's school. And so that thought, I'm just going, what is a shepherd really? Also, I haven't related to any picture I've ever seen of a shepherd. It's often a guy in a white tunic. He's got like a fluffy sheep around his neck. He's got great hair, white teeth. He looks a little soft. And so when I hear these passages about being a good shepherd, I wonder if you're like me and you're going, hey, I just don't relate to it. But my hope is today, as we unpack this, we get this understanding of Jesus as a good shepherd that not only blows us away, but also encourages us because it tells us something that's so important at the end. So my name is Connor McFadden. I'm your outreach pastor here at North Coast Church. And I say your outreach pastor because I just love what I'm doing. And I love you guys. And you guys are awesome. So here we go. So we're talking about a shepherd. And here's the thing, as we look at shepherds, really, Jesus is using a profession that would have been so known. Today, we don't know shepherds, but back when he's speaking, when he's teaching, he's talking to something that everyone knew because the terrain in Judea was rocky. And so there were shepherds and there were sheep all over the place. In fact, sheep were kind of like a form of currency. If you owned a lot of sheep, you were totally rich. Because of that, though, a shepherd would want to make sure that sheep are safe. And so some of the things we kind of learn about shepherds that actually change our perspective of Jesus as the good shepherd of this. The first of all, they're watchful, right? A shepherd is on 24 hours a day. That means that he's always watching. Now, sheep are wanderers, right? They wander around. They're driven not by their great brains, but by food. And in Jerusalem, in Israel, around there's not a ton of food. There's not abundant grass. So these sheep would wander all over the place. Okay, so when Jesus is talking, and he often says we're kind of like sheep, we are wanderers. And yet we have this picture of Jesus as someone who's on 24/7 because he is watchful, right? He is watching his sheep. The other thing we know about shepherds is they are not soft, like I was saying before. They're often grizzly. In fact, they're kind of like beefy. They're out constantly in the elements, and they have to be on watch because there's predators everywhere. And so not only is a shepherd on watch, but he's also willing to fight for you. And I love when we learn about David in the Bible, a guy who would slay Goliath. He was a shepherd. Well, we know from his life he killed a lion and a bear. These guys were gnarly, right? And so we learn that Jesus is watching, but then Jesus is fighting for his sheep. And so this gives us a different depiction of Jesus that maybe some of us have never seen before. It's that Jesus is fighting for us. And here's the last thing I want to say that I just love this. When he's talking about his sheep, and he says this, "My sheep listen to my voice. I know them and they follow me. I give them eternal life and they shall never perish. No one will snatch them out of my hand." I absolutely love that Jesus is watching. Jesus is going to fight for you, but really he goes into that we are his, right? We are his sheep. He knows who we are. And his fight for us is that none of us should perish, that all of us would be with him in eternal life. And so today I want you to just embrace that this is the shepherd. This is the I am. I am the good shepherd, and you are mine. Good seeing you, Daily Dosers. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.